Hey y'all, it's Melissa at Messy Missy Creates. I am gonna try to finally make my March journal before March is over. I know I'm extremely late. I have picked this very plain green book. I can't remember if I had it picked out already for March or if I just grabbed the first green book I saw on my shelf. But it's got a substantial spine. And I think that it will do the job. I was looking for my ruler. It has about a 1 inch, little over 1 inch, 1 1/4, not quite 1 1/4 inch spine, but a little over 1 inch. And I think it's going to be pretty easy to take apart. And I started to do this before I started the video, but I said, no, I'll leave it all in. And I have this kind of vintagey fabric. Oh, it's a bunny. Oh, it's Thumper. Okay, scratch that. Scratch that. Because I was going to try to cut off. Well, I guess I still could. Oh, it's got Bambi or I'm assuming. Anyway. Okay, I'll hush. I'm not using it. I didn't really like the way that the colors looked with the green on the book anyway, so I think I just bumped you, and I'm sorry. So, next, we have this. These are just scraps. This is duck cloth. If you haven't ever seen or heard of duck cloth, it's kind of like I used to use it as upholstery fabric. Not quite as thick as upholstery fabric, but it's like a canvas. So that one has potential. I don't want it to be too dark. This is a dark green. This is a little scrap that's not going to work. This one has potential. It's already kind of cut. It's doubled, but so it would be wide enough. And that kind of lightens it up. And March around here is when we start really planting flowers and the garden and things like that. And so I think that would be pretty. That green matches. So this one has really good potential. And I did find my pinking shears. This one would have one side that... Oh, yeah. Okay, never mind. It might not be wide enough. Well, I could put... Let me find the other end. I could put the side with the pinking shear, or that cut on that side, and then the back side just be a plain cut. But after I told you I couldn't find my pinking shears, I think I found them, if I can find them again. So we might use that. It would lighten up the book. Of course, we don't have to use any fabric. I thought about using something to cover this up, like a collage or whatever, but that is textured. It's like embossed in there. So, I don't know. This one right here is what I love this little froggy. But he's not going to cover anything up. He's the right color. But, you know, he's just cute. But it's just such a little piece that I don't know. He wouldn't cover the whole spine. He would, if I just wanted to do a strip of froggy. But this one right here, tell me what you think. I think this one might be the winner. It's got the green in it. It's got the florals. The red doesn't bother me too much. I like the aqua blue. This one was fun, but I guess it depends on which section I would put with it. Because this green is much lighter than this, and I know I'm getting picky and technical and whatever, but what was the other one that I said had potential? This one is a much thinner fabric. It already is cut down almost perfectly. So it's going to be thinner in that you can see through you'll probably be able to see the glue, and you'll be able to see the gold through the, and that blue through the fabric. So, I have two pieces of that one apparently. This one is thicker It's a big piece of fabric, so I need to figure out how to cut it down without unfolding it all the way. But anyway, I'm thinking that this is our winner. It lightens it up enough. It has the right greens in it. It has both greens, the lighter green and the darker green. So I'm thinking that might be a winner. But first, and I want to find a little way to use that froggy. I just think he's too cute. So I was planning on keeping this very simple, maybe not even collaging. I mean, it is already the 8th of March, and I have not so much as started my journal yet. So this one is an older book. It should break apart pretty easily. Or is this going to be one of those that has the staples in it? Let's find out. Yeah, I have a feeling. I think I see a staple. I do, darn it. Okay. So let's see. No, that's definitely... Those are definitely staples. Well, foo. Okay, so this part might get... oh no, I see a string. Okay, so that's a string. So I can cut that. Yeah, that's a string. Why did that feel like a staple? Just, there we go. Because I do think I also see a staple. But if we can pop these strings, then I can get the book block out. And my plan is to use a lot of the book pages in here. I have some scrapbook paper picked out. Did not put a lot of thought into it. Okay, well, that also worked. Okay, not quite. Oh, it does have, look at the staples. And it is glued maybe, as well as, wow, those are some humdingers of staples. Okay, let me put this up before I end up cutting myself. I don't want to do that. So we have to clean this up. Oh, I might have put those away too soon. Let me see. I have scissors. Oh, Lloyd. If you watching, I have your book. Just cleaning this up just a little bit. And that's really... I don't feel the need to reinforce the spine or anything like that. This is pretty good. Well, we're going to put fabric over it, so it will reinforce it. Excuse me. I will probably wrap the fabric all the way around it. And then I'm trying to feel, I don't think I feel any staple still in it, but what I do feel is this thread. Man, that's some thick cord. I'm trying to decide whether I'm going to bother with it or not. Well, I'm clearly bothering with it. I think I'm going to leave it in there. It's not hurt anything. I'll glue that down, or it'll get glued down whenever we put fabric on it. It's got these bumps right here. That's what's driving me nuts. Excuse me. Goodness. So, yeah, there's like an extra cord. It's in the... If I can get this off. So you never know what you're going to get with a book until you start taking it apart. Okay, this is the book cloth that's holding in that string that's making all the lumps. So I'm hoping that I'm not going to damage the spine. Because I'm really not in the mood to start over with a spine. Yeah, I think I'm damaging the spine. So we're just going to leave the bumps. It'll just have bumps. It'll be like chicken pox or something. You won't see them once you get the fabric on there, but I feel them. It's hard and lumpy right there. So I just was trying to get that string out, but it is apparently very, very glued into, and I'm still fiddling with it. After I just said I wasn't going to. Okay, well, okay, we have our book cover. Let's put that aside and let's see if we can pick out some pages. Now, this was supposed to be very easy because I really thought that I was just going to use a lot of the pages from the book. They're just very, I like the texture of them. They're very nondescript, you know. And if I can get these staples, I hate to use my good scissors for this. If I can get them, these little ends to stand up, then you can usually start pulling out the signatures. Buddy, these books back then, they did not want them come apart, did they? Okay, I'm not going to ruin my scissors. Those are my good scissors, and I think I already nicked them. So, I'm either going to just pull them apart, or I'm going to leave it alone and we're going to use other paper. So we only need 16. I was so excited because I could tell this one had signatures and that I could use them. But if I can't get those staples to lift right there, then I'm not going to be able to get... What I need is a screwdriver. I do not have a screwdriver handy. Oh, here was one more fabric that I almost used. It's got chickens on it. And I thought that was fitting for the moment. I don't know how much of it you'd see. It definitely makes the book darker, and I don't want it darker. I do love that chicken fabric, though. Okay, so let's pick out some other papers. So right off the bat, I pulled these two books, and I know that they will fit. I got a shelf at the thrift store yesterday. So I'm saving that for my whatever. Okay, so I know this one's I've already started taking pages out of here. So I can have, this one says July 4th. I think I'm going to save that one for July. Let's do the little green froggies. We did a lot of gardening yesterday, and I've nicked up my hands. And, let me put that one back in there so I'll know to use that one. This is just one. I wanted a few papers that I was going to be able to fold over. Still looking in the 6x9-ish range for paper. And let's see, so this one fits as well. And these are very thin papers though. I wanted that one because it was green. It is torn at the top. But I'm going to need to, I can either have skinny pages in here, or I'm going to have to glue some of these together. Or not glue, well, I could glue them together. Let me tear off one more, and then we'll have two sets of that. Might do one more of the piano book. I'm not sure what's got me coughing. I don't usually cough like that. Usually when I start talking on video, I get the hiccups, not the coughs. So, okay, we have these, which we can. Gluing them together might actually be the easiest thing to do. Let's see. I want them to wear their... Here we go. This is what I was trying to do. I wanted it to be where their jagged edges are together. Now, you can take a separate piece of paper and make like a hinge. But honestly, I think since these papers are so thin that I want to get them lined up because I want to make sure they're somewhat straight. And I can use the grid on this mat that I have. And so I'm going to have a total of, that gives me a total of almost 20 inches, which is not going to give me a whole lot of fold over for a flip, but that's okay. So let me get my art glitter glue out, and we're just going to do it this way. Are we stuck already? So I have not been hiding from you. I've been just kind of doing as I can do. All right, come on. Let's not have glue troubles today on top of my already issues with trying to make videos lately. I was gonna do this yesterday, and my husband ended up taking the day off. He had planned on going out of town this weekend, but ended up staying home. That is a very, very, very thin line of glue, but I think it'll work. And I think it worked. That one still has a little bit of whatever. So then we'll just fold this in half and it'll be a signature. And we could do that because it was larger than the page. You know what I'm saying? We could overlap them a little bit. Well, you can do it anyway. Even if it's not larger than the page. But I was trying to keep my pages not actually uniform. I wanted some pages that were big enough that I could have flips. So yeah, that worked out fine. Okay. There I go again. So we have one more set of these. Let's do this again. And I'm going to just kind of line it up just so I have sort of a frame of reference. Now it's coming out better. It just wasn't happy with me. It might be cold. It's not cold today. I mean, it's in the 60s or whatever it is. Goodness, I am so sorry. Something got in my throat, and I don't even have a glass of water or anything in here. So, just bear with me. I did not, maybe I did not let that one dry long enough. And I might not have overlapped them enough, but hopefully they're going to work. So we have 2 pages, we have 3 pages. Let's look at what scrapbook papers we have. I just kind of ran through my stuff really quick. I'm sad because I heard that our Joann's is closing. I have not made it in there yet. Let me recap my glue. I have not made it in there to take advantage of the clearances that I assume that they're having. I like this one. It has green. So we'll cut it down. I like this one. This is one that you've seen before. Kind of just has plants and stuff on it and kind of a blue. I didn't want to go straight green. These are all double-sided. I think I have one more. I might have to go stop the video and get something to drink. I'm not sure. This is one that I had with my Christmas bundle. Or what I had that I potentially could use for Christmas. And I opted to save it for March because of the light green polka dots. So this is going to give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need a total of 16. So, what did I say? That was 7. It's not Easter yet, but these are green bunnies and they're just so cute. These are not double-sided, but that would be 8. This I thought would be fun because it's just green and blue. That would be 9. Just green and white. That would be 10. Let's add some little other pastels and whatnot in with our greens. So I think we're at 11. I wanted to use this. I know it's going to fold over and not be, you know, great. Well, honestly, when we cut off, we could just cut this off and use this as a pocket or something. Or I could cut this out and use it on a page and then cut this part out and use it as words. Well, then that means that there's no green on this paper. So I've lost count. I think that's 12. 13. Here's some shamrocks. So that's 14. Here's all, I think I got out all my shamrock paper. So I think we only needed one more, I think. Oh, wait. But wait. So I don't have to use that one because I was thinking about using, this was also some of the wrapping paper from my, it's not as big, but I thought it was pretty. This one doesn't match, but it's springy and it definitely matches. It's just about the right height and I could fold it in. I could clean up the edge right there. So let's put that one right there. I liked this because it had the green on it. I thought about just covering the front with this one. Or doing like, actually that doesn't look bad, does it? The problem is that all of my fabrics, I don't think that I wouldn't be able to cover the spine with fabric because none of the fabrics that I have would look good with it. But I mean, I guess we could just cut this and give the book a border and not worry about the spine this time. Okay, so we're not going to use this as a page. We'll save this because it was a little shorter than I'm wanting for a page. I don't mind some. I don't think we need it anyway. So we have 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's say we don't use this one for now. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I need 2 more. If I'm going to use these shamrocks, I either have to use them like this, fold them in half and have small pages, which I can do that. I don't mind doing that. Okay, let's do that. Or the other option is I can glue them together like this and have a really long page. Let's see, how long would that make that page if we overlap them and glued them and then folded them like that? That would give me, we were at 14, this would make 15. I could do the same thing with this one. I want to use this shamrock paper though. Or this could just be 15 and this one could just be 16. Right? Let's do that. And then I'm not even going to use, or I could use this one instead of this one. No. Nope. Okay, I had these other 3 too, but, and I could use this one, but I don't think I need it. Excuse me. I am so sorry. I think that took care of whatever it was in my throat, though. It feels like it cleared it out. Okay, so let me measure the book, and then we'll start trimming down pages. It's 9 and, wait, let me go. I try to go off this inside, the end page, because that's really where you want your pages to follow. So 9 1/4. would be just right. I mean, like Goldilocks, just right. Or we could just do 9. Where would 9 fall? 9 would fall like right here. It would fall a little short, but that's okay. 9, and then I think we're honestly going to want 6.5, but like our, no, we don't want 6.5. We probably want 6.25. So our scrapbook papers, we're only going to have, the ones we're going to fix and cut down, when we fold them, they're going to be 6 inches. So we're just going to have to deal with it, right? So let me cut all these down. I still have the issue that can you see where the handle hits that? Let me move it right here. I don't know if you can see that anyway. Let me see if I can scooch it out just a hair. Yeah, I don't know if y'all can tell that my little handle hits. Yeah, it hits right there. So I'm going to go ahead and cut these down to 9. That gives us a 3-inch. I don't want to accidentally make them too... Uh-oh. I don't want to accidentally make them too tall for the book, if you know what I mean. Okay, so there's that one. That one kind of got a little jaggedy-raggedy, huh? So there's that. Let me trim this one down just a bit. Yeah, I just had something in my throat. I think I got it all cleared out though. I'm so sorry. I should have just... It's like I was trying not to do a big cough, so I did a bunch of little coughs, and it wasn't working, so I should have just gone with one big cough to begin with, I guess, huh? Okay, so that trimmed that edge up. I love this paper. That is folded kind of uneven. Let me see if I can persuade it to do something a little bit more even. Not that it really matters. They're not going to be together, and this is going to end up being a flap anyway. So there's that one. This one doesn't matter how we cut it. Cutting it to 9. And I tell you what, I'm going to see if I can speed this process up. And I could just keep filming and then speed it up. But instead of doing that, I think I'm just going to turn off the camera. I will finish cutting these. You don't need to see me cut all these at 9 inches and fold them at 6 inches. I'll do that off camera, and then I'll also make a decision about this part. And then, yeah, and then I'll come back. All right, be right back. Okay, I cut this down to size. I got all my pages cut down and folded. And then I was playing with the cover a little bit, and I like it, but I was trying to figure out how to add like a ribbon border to it or something, and I have like yellow pom-pom. That would have been cute, but let me show you what it would look like, because I think all I have is this. Oh wait, I do have a, oh wait a minute, I do have a lighter yellow. I thought all I had was this yellow. It's a very mustardy yellow. And I thought, well, is that just going to look weird? Because I mean, I could glue it to the inside. Have a pom-pom sticking out. Anyway, I do have this lighter color that might look a little bit better. But the more I thought about it, I mean, that would be the easier way to go. And then I thought, well, it'd be hard to, if you wanted to add any other images or anything like that, it would really be hard to do with this sunflower background. So, and sunflowers really aren't in season right in this second. I'm planting them, but they're not in season. So, I went ahead and tore down a section of this fabric. And I'm going to see, I want to make sure to put the part that I like closest to the, you know, the green part, if that makes sense. Because I want to see some green right here. I think I liked it better the other way. Or even this way. And then I have enough of it, I can wrap all the way around it. Now, I went through a lot of trouble. This is the side that I tore, and this is the side that was originally cut. I went through a lot of trouble to try to unravel the other side of it. Well, the side, I should have just torn off more and then torn off the other edge. But anyway, this is what I have. So I think this is what I'm going to use. I don't know if it matters though, because, and I'm really getting hung up on something that's very minute. Because what I'm thinking about is putting like this color border on it, because it does have the aqua blue in it. I don't want to use the red. And I have my rainbow of ribbon that I still haven't finished yet, but isn't it gorgeous? If you haven't watched that video, it's like 2 videos back. I mean, I could do the, I don't want that. I'm not even gonna, nope. I don't have all my teals on here. So that is teal and green. That's too light. I don't have a lot of green options. I do have this green, which would work. But I don't think that you're going to see the fray or the whatchamadoodle. I mean, I have this green, but that's the way off. So I think I worried about the fray for nothing is what I'm trying to tell you. Because I may do that right there. Unless I can come up with a light, like a lime green. Let me look in my drawer real quick. I tried lime green pom-poms. They're too fluorescent. They're not lime green. They're not the green I'm looking for. So I have Kelly green, but I don't think that looks very good. Well, that doesn't look horrible. It's just not great, right? So I don't have any green rickrack. I have, well, there's no yellow in it. I have that little pom-pom. I don't know. I don't have to have ribbon. It just, or maybe somewhere I'll come up with some green rickrack somewhere. But for now, I'm going to put the torn edge, the most torn edge on this, the front side. So that means I'm going to start it on the end. I don't like wrapping it, if you can't tell. It just makes me nervous because I never get it straight. Or maybe not never, but very seldom do I ever get it straight. But I do have grid lines now, and that will help, right? So what I need to do for this moment, and I already turned my Fabri-Tac upside down, I need to glue this piece down so that it stays down. And then I need to glue this on right here. However far down that's going to go. Okay, don't erupt. Because all I want to do is tack this down. I'm going to overlap that white seam, so don't worry about the white seam. So I just want to tack that down. It's coming through the fabric because I didn't spread it out. Should have done this off camera. I didn't even think about that. But it's one of those things, on the off chance that it works, you want to catch it on camera. So let's see if I can turn it without disrupting it too much. And let's get this side glued down. Let me fold it up. And then I think we got it fairly centered. And then we're just gonna do glue, right? And hope we put it in all the right cracks and all the right crevices and all the right places. And if you spread it around, it doesn't show through your fabric, although this is really thick fabric, so I don't know that it's going to show through anyway. I know it was coming through on my fingers a little bit, but let's see if this is going to work. Hopefully I didn't over glue it. Doesn't seem to be that way. The most important part to me is that the outside looks relatively straight. I want to get it, because I did put a good bit of glue down in these crevices. And then I think I'm going to have to let this dry before I flip over. No, I think I can flip it as long as I don't close the book. I just want to make sure those are really good and dry. Can I flip it, or do I have to wait? Well, I don't know. Ooh, okay. It's easier if you don't wrap it, but I wanted this one wrapped, so we wrapped it, right? So it is what it is. I'm going to get glue right here. I'm going to get it all in the center. Because I did not reinforce the spine, I definitely wanted glue. I was going to already have to put the glue on the fabric on the inside to hide these little holes right here. So I went ahead and I'm going to put a little bit of glue right on that white stripe so that we hide it. I want to make sure there's enough right here where it gets glued on the edge really well. And then cap the glue and stand it back up. And let's see if we can get this baby sort of straight. Come on. I worked hard on you, Ruffles. Don't you tuck under there. I worked really hard getting those, I mean, it only took me 5 minutes to get my papers cut and folded and whatever, but I worked on getting the ruffles right on both sides of this fabric here. And played around with the sunflower fabric too. I'm just going to cut right there. And then I'll dab another bit of glue so that it stays. Oh, I stood it up too soon. Was not done with it. There we go. Okay, hurry, hurry, hurry. That, I can tell that there's more on this side than there is on this side. But, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And I think I'm going to stop here for right now and just let it dry really well. Let me see if I can, well, doesn't look like I got any glue under this edge right here though. So we might as well do that so that it all has a chance to dry. Right? Okay, That side feels okay. I think we just didn't have enough on that side right there. Okay, I'm going to flip it. And it looks pretty good. Pretty intact. The fabric tack dries pretty quickly. I see a little buckle right here, but we're going to pretend we don't see that. So, I'm going to gently set this off to the side so that it doesn't fold. Oop, and my squeaky stool. Let's put our papers together. I only have a few more minutes, and then I might have to bind it off camera, which is fine. You've seen me do that before. My nails look so raggedy. Oh, here they are. I was like, where did my... Okay, so I need one that's gonna match. Oh, fiddlesticks. My cover paper has to be one of the bigger papers. You're just gonna have to trust. Oh, you know what? You know what I didn't do? And I didn't do it on purpose. I didn't put inside covers on because we're gonna keep Lloyd's name right there. So now that I brought this back, I can hold this up. I think this might be the winner for the winner chicken dinner for the cover. Or I could do the bunnies because that one's not going to get covered. How does that go with that fabric? They look way short right now, but they're not. No, probably not. This one, let's see, might not be too bad. I think this one's our winner though. I really do. I wish I could find some fabric that was, and maybe I can before the month's over. I don't know. I'm running out of month. This one, nope. What does the inside of this one look like? It's a little too minty green for that. So I hated to use one of my double-sided papers for that, but I did. And that's okay. Let me, oh wait, I've got one more. Let me see what the inside, oh no, wait a minute. That actually looks pretty good, doesn't it? And it's not totally green. We don't have to have green for the whole month. As a matter of fact, I probably shouldn't have done this many shamrocks, but, you know, I kind of want them out of my life. That sounded really bad, didn't it? The chances of me actually hitting them on the right day, I think I can do it. What day is this? Is it the 17th? No, I'll never do that. I like this as the cover. This one was good too. But I think this one, even though it's a floral pattern, it matches okay. So we're going to set this back. Because what I may end up doing is doing like a pocket over here. Or something like that. And I could even do that. That would work. And that wouldn't look too bad. Okay. Okay, problem solved. Okay, go back and glue. Go back over here and dry. And let's pick out. So we got this as our cover. I think this looks pretty good with this right here. It's in my hand and I can already, you know, these days have already happened. I don't have any clue as to what I did on those days, but I don't have half scrapbook paper and half book pages this time. So I'm going to probably have to use like one scrapbook page to, no, one like regular book page to one scrapbook page, one book page, 2-to-1 ratio rather than a 1-to-1 ratio. So let's see what would look good with this blue. Oh, this would. That would look good with that. Right? That would look good. What would look good with this one? Did I use two? scrapbook paper. So do I need a... Oh, wait. How would that would look good with it, wouldn't it? I mean, it looks pretty good. It's blue. It's not... Actually, that looks better. That looks really good with that blue paper. So we'll fold this one in, and then we'll put this one in. And then, I don't know, it really just does not matter. I'm going to have to use some of these shamrocks at some point. That looks okay. So that's 2 scrapbook papers. This is book page. Yeah, I need to re-glue that one or something. Let's put the bunnies here. I would love the bunnies in the center. We're not there yet, though. And then, what else? Let's use this green right here. Although that looks good with that. I mean, it looks okay with that. And then let's use this green, because it doesn't really matter, right? And then I have one more book page and the rest is scrapbook paper. So if I have this one here, and then I can put one of these here. And I want my bunny to go last. These are the days leading up to... I think if I put that scrapbook paper there, this one here... Nope, I think I did it backwards. Because this will be day 16, and then this would be 17, right? If we do our math right. So this one's gonna have to be... This one's gonna have to be here. If we want our shamrocks on the 16th, right? Okay. Because the middle page should always be our 16th, because we have 16 pages. So this should be 16, and then this will fall on St. Patty's Day, and that will be fun. Let's see if we can make a book out of this. I'm trying to be aware, because when I put videos together, I always forget how long I've gone on the next page. But let's just kind of peek at them and see how they look together. And we don't necessarily have to count, but I am going to count as I go, just because, you know, see, like this would be day 1. I know that you love when I count 50 times. Okay, we're just doing it one time. This is day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. That's so pretty together. What did I say? 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. I know what we did on the 7th. We worked in the garden a lot. 8th, 9th, 10th, the 11th. That looks good together. 12th, 13th, 14th, very bland. 15th, 16th, and we did manage to get some shamrock paper on our 17th. So I'm not going to look at the rest of them. I am going to try to center, because I do have some smaller pages. Let's see if I can get them. I think it's just those shamrock pages. Let's see if I can get them in the center. I mean, it doesn't matter. It just, I think those were the only 2. Oh, and I think I did find my big clips. Or did I find them and lose them again? Wait, no, I found them. have one loose. So I remember in the last video I couldn't find them. These work better. They just hold them in place together. And then I had gotten some more a while back, and that's why I couldn't figure out why, for the life of me, could I not find these things. I need 4 of them. Because I put them away in a drawer when I reorganized my craft room. Okay, so I opened it, so now I just shoved them back in together. And I don't want to open it again because it disperses the spine. This one, oops, see, I just opened it again. This one isn't super thick. It's got a couple of thick papers in it, but it doesn't have gobs of thick papers. So, I think that I'm going to have to wait and sew this off camera because I don't think this is ready to be, it's still not completely dry. I can feel it's pretty cool. And it bent okay, but I don't want to play with it too much. So that's how it's going to look. I also need to make sure, yep, they're all upwards. Okay, so that's how it's going to look. If I find some ribbon to go here, that's fine. If not, I'll like that little fringed edge. And I will finish binding this off camera. And if you have any suggestions on what to add, or, you know, I mean, I've got, well, you saw a lot of my ribbon. I like this one for some reason. I just like the color. I love that kind of chartreuse glittery color. But I don't want to hide that ruffle. So, I don't know. I mean, certainly I could use it in a tag or something like that within the book. But anyway, if you think of anything I could put on the front, or maybe we'll find an image and we will hide this after all. I don't know. But, all right, y'all have, no, already tried that. Already tried that. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. I appreciate you spending your time with me. I'm sorry that I've been so scarce. I'm going to try to do better. And I will, I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Y'all have a great rest of your day. Bye.